Hi everyone, DC Breaks in the studio with a demonstration of our new expansion pack for Halo. If you don't know what Halo is, check out some other videos, but essentially it's an instrument that we've built which is a sampler combined with a synth and a rompler, and it allows you to put your own sounds into it, run it through all kinds of different modulation options, but it's great for making layered, really chunky sounds, which of course are great for making drum and bass, but also dubstep and house music and all sorts of kind of EDM as well. So Halo itself has over 300 presets, 300 sound banks as well, so different resampled sound banks. The monosynth expansion is all about resampled classic monosynths such as the Arturia MicroBrute, the Erebus, and also the Novation Bass Station II. So what we've done is we've made great sounds on that, and we've resampled them, put them into the Halo engine, further added sub and other synth layers, routed the modulation to make interesting patterns and movement, run it through distortions. You've got custom distortion in here, also our own built-in effects, and you can shape the tone and do things like shape the envelope and add pitch envelopes. And the result is a great bank with over 80 different presets from 50 plus different sound banks of original, really good sounding sounds. So let's jump in and hear how it sounds. I've just set up some breaks to randomly kind of loop and trigger here through to just give us something to play against. But yeah, let's jump in. I'm not going to get through every single preset, but I'll just give you a flavour of what the monosynth expansion sounds like. So yeah, let's have a listen now. So first one, bass line. So yeah, really chunky bass sound. And with all of these, of course, you can go through and change the distortion. We've got this great custom distortion here where you can actually draw in your own distortion shapes. You can randomize this as well to try out different distortions with a click of the button, and there's also a whole bunch of different presets as well, and you can create your own presets and save these too. And this kind of way of working is kind of consistent across Halo as well, so the same kind of system applies for LFOs and the stepper. So yeah, let's jump through some more sounds. We've got this brute saw here. Really chunky, and the great thing about this is that with Halo you can easily modify the levels of the different parts. So if the sample's a bit loud, you can turn the sample down, turn the sub up. You can easily tweak the pitches of these. So if you're working with a sound and you feel like, oh, it just needs some more sub, you can add in a sub, customize which octave it's in and whether it's being routed through the FX or not, which is really handy for making bass sounds. So yeah, it's just a really flexible and quick way of working as well. And if you do find a sound that you really like, so this one has a lot of kind of modulation set up with the filters all being routed by different LFOs and things like that. If you like that but perhaps don't like the sample bank, you can just come into the sample area and switch out the sample bank for a different one. So at the moment it's one called Glow. If we just click here, we can come through and find any other different one. So we've still got the same processing, the same modulation and filtering going on, but it's just with a different sound bank. We can hit random. And try out some different sounds. And whenever we're working in Halo, we can even randomize absolutely everything to create new and interesting sounds with just a few clicks. Don't forget, if you come up with a random good one like that, make sure you save it. You can save obviously all your own presets and create your own banks and what have you. If you do hit random, you can't go back to what you had, so it will be lost, unfortunately. So let's go through and listen to some more of these great sounds. Where do we get to? Crush. So these are all kind of bass sounds. Kind of jump up sound. you should be able to hear that these have all that real analog fatness to them that comes from the monosynths that were obviously used to design a lot of these sounds. I'm just rushing through because we've got so many to get through, but just you should get a feel for how it's starting to sound. So instant inspiration with these sounds. They just sound great right out the box and can fit into projects super easy. Like that. Get the idea? Okay, there's a load of chords in here as well, which sound really great for neurofunk and things like that. Really nice kind of classic, almost Ed Rush optical sounds. Nice kind of minor key there. Minor chords, some major chords. Get the idea. What about this one, Chaos? Nice weird wobbly pitch bending going on there. Nice and weird. Don't forget, you know, you can come into the FX and easily add in some really fat amounts of reverb. Try some different distortions. So just playing these sounds makes me want to make a tune. So when you've got really great sounds like this, it's so much easier to make tunes. You don't have to spend ages trying to craft the sounds. You can just flick through, write a part. If it sounds great, brilliant. If it doesn't, like the part's good, but maybe the sound's not quite right, try a different one. Just flick through to a different preset. Lots of different flavours in here. That's a nice one. Undertaker, got a feeling it's going to be a dark one. Yeah, nice. What about this one? Okay, great. Let's get through some leads now. Egypt. Pretty sure that sounds like it's straight out of a Noisier tune. Is it Asteroids? It's got to be Asteroids. Another evil one. So kind of try to go down there, but it didn't go low enough. But if you want to do that, you can just bring the pitch down on the sample here. You can change the octave of the sub, and obviously the synth as well. Might be a little bit low. What else we got? Again, try to go too low. That's what I wanted. Yeah, some of these work well across the range, and others don't work so quite well. Slinky. So at the bottom you've got controls for whether you're working in different modes, whether it's legato, mono, glide and poly as well. So if you want to play chords, you need to put it into poly. But you can also obviously work it in mono. And you can add in glide for those kind of long slurry notes. Just like most synths. So in a way, it's just like having some of these classic synths right there with all the best sounds already made, and all you have to do is play them. Nice kind of crunchy lead, that one. You could drive it harder if you wanted to. Okay, let's check out some of these Reeces. Reeces we just really think of as kind of big distorted bass sounds. Brute. No prizes for guessing which synth this came from. Really chunky, that one. Capoeira. Nice. And don't forget, you can customize any of these as well. So I don't really like the phaser on that, and maybe the filter's a little bit much. Might just turn off, or turn up the low pass filter. In fact, we can come in, if we click on the filter, we can bring up the detailed view here. I can just bring this filter amount, so that's going to turn that off. It might be when you want to try something else. So loads of flexibility. Loads of reeces. That's really chunky, that one. It's got a nice little quick oscillation in it. I mean, there's just so many. Right, let's check out some of these subs. Brute sub, really nice. This one's a bit fatter, a bit wider. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much all the presets. I managed to get through most of them there, and hopefully gives you a really good feel for how it sounds. And all of that can be yours for like 15 quid, which is amazing. So if you're using Halo, definitely jump on it. If you're new to Halo, go check it out as well. It's a really, really great sounding synth, and watch out for some more videos coming soon.